Hello again. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today we're going to talk about your personal style and how it ties into your personal brand or your business brand and everything that entails. So there's a few points that I want to touch on today because your personal style is very much an extension of your brand. So we want to make sure that everything is congruent here, and there's a lot of people that will I've seen a lot of this out in the online world where coaches and consultants and online entrepreneurs will go and have these amazing, beautiful websites, all beautifully branded, made for them with these amazing pictures that they've had done. And then they show up on videos or on live streams and they almost look like a completely different person. Because for one, maybe they just don't know how to take care of themselves correctly or prepare themselves in a way that really matches their amazing branding and their message and everything that they have to share. So we want to make sure we are, especially with your personal style, creating the right first impressions. And that's a little bit of what I want to talk to you about today. So your personal style is really what people see when they first see you. I mean, this is a fact, and there is scientific evidence behind this that as human beings, within the first 30 seconds of interacting with someone new, we are making assumptions about them in our minds based on how they appear, how they carry themselves, what kind of hair they have, or if they don't have hair. I mean, I don't know. Did you know that that baldness is perceived as powerful? I mean, that this is just scientific studies that have been done based on first impressions. And so that's why there is an element of how your personal style ties into your branding, and it is important. And by all means, do not allow this to paralyze you or to stop you from sharing your message in the online world. That's not what this is about. This is just about you being able to present yourself in the most confident way possible. Now, personal style and beauty doesn't make the woman, right? But it sure does help with your self-confidence and your self-esteem and making you feel amazing. So, and that definitely makes the woman, right? So I want to really touch on this. And so the first thing that I want you to think about is, do you already have a brand mood board? I mean, if you don't know what that is, definitely reach out to me and I can explain what it is, or even show you one. Or you could even just go on Pinterest and type in the search brand mood board and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And so basically this identifies your brand, what the feels of it are, what the messaging or who it attracts. Or is it, do you have an edgy brand? Do you have more of a classy or a sporty or a healthy or a hippie or whatever? There's so many different vibes that we give to people based on our brand and our personal style. So most times your brand is going to be a reflection of your personal style already. So what you're attracted to, what you're drawn to. So now, besides the first impressions, you are going to attract people that are just like you. So you want to make sure that you are, with your personal style and your brand, you're attracting the type of people you want to work with. Because even though there may be tons of other health coaches or other coaches that are doing exactly the same thing you're doing, or entrepreneurs doing something very similar to what you're doing, people are going to be drawn to you, to your story, to the way that you deliver the message and the way that you uniquely do things, okay? No one else can deliver like you can. And so that's what people are going to be drawn to, and you can use your style and your branding to attract the right people to you, okay? So the first thing that you will want to think about, and that I highly suggest you either write out on a piece of paper or this summer, is what do you want your viewers or your audience, whatever it is, to perceive of you when they first listen or see you? So it could be you want them to think you're fun. Maybe you want them to think you're intelligent, bold, engaging, relatable, or maybe you're more cutthroat, or you're more of a sweet person who leads with kindness. What is most important to you? I mean, that's really what this comes down to. And when you have that clear, then you're going to be able to channel that through your videos and through your live streams a little bit better. So, and this really has to do with, it's self-reflection. We're not trying to be something that we're not, okay? You have to really take a look at yourself and how you speak and how you carry yourself, and ask yourself, what kind of people do I attract? What am I putting out there? What's the vibe that I'm putting out there? If there's something that you don't like, I mean, you can always tweak it. If maybe you're giving off, you're giving off a harsh, a little bit of a harsh vibe to people, and you rather people see the more sweet side of you, and that's something to think about too. We all have different aspects of our personality, and it's just about what aspect do you want people to see most in you, right? So think about that and journal it, write it down, do whatever feels best to you, but get very clear on what vibe you're putting out there. The second thing that I want, and it goes along with the first thing, but what is your personality and style? I'm not really talking about fashion. I'm talking about your, how you are as a person. So are you more of a classy person? Do you like luxurious things? Are you edgy? Are you more earthy? Are you trendy? Are you modern? Are you hipster? Are you bohemian? I mean, we can all relate to one of these things. Like for me, I just like to be classy. I just want people to perceive me as a classy, and I feel like my personality, that's what I try to embody, because that to me is the people that I first off want to attract. And second of all, it's just I feel like that's what I am. I feel like I'm not necessarily an edgy person. I mean, I might wear a choker necklace here and there, but that's about as edgy as I get. That's just not me. I'm not necessarily drawn to that look or that feel. So, but I do want people to know that I am a bold, confident person, and that I actually can teach you about these things. And that's what you have to think about too. What are you an expert in? How can we bring out that expertise in your mannerisms and the way that you portray yourself, right? So of course, this has to do with confidence and how you feel about yourself and your message, okay? So think about that. And if you haven't already, I highly suggest creating a Pinterest board, like a style Pinterest board, where you can find the things that you're drawn to. So this is actually how you can find your personal style. If you're listening to this and you're like, well, I don't even know if I have a style. I don't know if I have a fashion sense or anything like that. Well, you do actually. There are things that you like more than others. So you just get on Pinterest, create a board that's maybe a fashion board or whatever it is, and start looking through Pinterest and just search in women's fashion and start finding what draws your eye. What kind of looks draw your eye more? What kind of looks are you like, wow, that's amazing, and this one's like, that's a little too much for me, or too much of this, or whatever it is. So for me, you can even look to celebrities. If there's celebrities out there that embody the look that you either want to emulate or you feel like you already do, that's also another way to define this. So for me, one of the celebrities that I really love, just her style, just the way she is Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she is very classy, very well put together, and just clean cut. And that's more my style. So I'm drawn to that. I like that. I feel like when I go shopping, that's what I'm drawn to as well. So these are just some tips to help you identify what your personal style is, so that you know how it ties into your personal brand, to your business brand as well, okay? And of course, it goes without saying, the first thing you want to do is identify what colors are your brand. Make sure, because there's, I've seen people come up with their branding with the color wheel, and then the green represents, vitality and all these things, and then the red represents this. Just make sure you love the colors of your brand. Don't just pick colors because, this one means this, so I have to go with that one, even though I hate red. Whatever it is, whatever color it is. And I've seen women say, well, I chose red because, it embodies blank, but I hate red. I hate wearing it. I hate how it looks on me. That's not a good color for you. Find something else, another color that can still represent your message and your branding, but you actually love it and you would wear it on your body. Okay, that's super important. Okay, don't pick colors you hate. All right, and then the third question I want you to ask yourself is, what are your values? What are the values? I mean, these all tie in together, but really identify the values that your brand is, so that you can make sure that you're bringing that out the most in your videos and in your messaging, okay? So for me, my values would be femininity, confidence, empowerment, beauty, inner beauty, outer beauty, all of that together. And so be clear on that. Just choose some things that are really important to you that you want to channel through your videos. And then the fourth thing and last thing that I want to bring this all together with is how to incorporate this in your live video. So there's a few different ways you can do this. So once you identify what your personal style is, then you can start looking for maybe accessories or something that is a signature look for you, okay? So for example, for me, my signature look is usually, I'm 90% of the time wearing my brand colors, and if I'm not, it's usually a black, which black and white is my brand color. So, and statement necklaces are also a big thing that I love. You'll probably find I just love necklaces. My husband's always like, you have like 50 necklaces already, you don't need another one. But that's just my thing. I love statement necklaces, and they most ones I buy just happen to be in brand with the colors and in the scheme that I've already chosen. So because it's all tied in together. So that's when you know that you're doing it, right? When you just naturally you choose the things that you gravitate to because that is your branding and that is what you stand for, okay? It's not about changing who you are. Remember, this is about what you love the most and what you find beautiful and what you find appealing, because chances are what you find appealing is going to be what your ideal clients will find appealing, and so they'll be drawn to you for that. You can wear your brand colors in video, you can wear, you know, an accessory, or if you have a lip color that can become your signature color, you can wear that on your videos. Just something that's like, oh, there's Desi, or there's Laura, or there's Sally Sue, there she goes. I can pick her out from a mile away because I know what her brand is. I can just see the brand, and I can see everything that she stands for just anytime she gets on camera, okay? And the last thing under that would be just to set yourself up on a good background. So for me, this is my usual background. Honestly, pretty much every video that you'll see me do, whether it's a live video or a recorded video like this one, will usually have this backdrop. One reason is because I like congruency, okay? I like everything to be the same. I don't like any distractions, but that doesn't mean I won't do a live video in my car sometimes, or, you know, out walking around. That's fine. I'm not saying it has to be, you know, but there is, you know, if you can tell, even my office furniture, it's all black. I have some pops of gold here and there, and, you know, some other colors, and it's not all, like, purple isn't my color, but you see some purple pillows back there. But that's fine. And for me, it feels like it all ties in together with that classy look that I want to give off in my videos and in my live streams and everything that I do. So just think about that, you know, a backdrop. Make sure that there's no piles of dirty laundry in the background where people are like trying to figure out, oh, what is that back there? And you don't want anything that distracts from your message, which is the most important thing and what people are there to watch or to listen to, okay? So a quick recap once again. So the first thing to think about is what perceptions do you want your viewers to have of you when they listen to you or see you? What is your personality and style? Who are you? What do you like? What are the things that make you you and create that look that you have? If you don't know what that look is, then we talked about how to create it. Go on Pinterest to, you know, find the things that you're naturally drawn to. The third is identify your values. What are your values? What do you stand for? Is it, you know, health, vitality? Is it boldness, confidence? I'm just giving you mine because that's just an example I can use. And then the last is incorporate all of these elements into your live videos. Choose something that is a signature look for you, okay? And that wraps it up for today. So I will see you on the next video tomorrow. Bye.